So I made about 130K in 30 days with this new product. That's about 4K per day. And the best thing about it is it's the same product I did a 7-day challenge video on this past November. This kid's smartphone. I didn't do any complicated product research here either. I actually found this product going viral on TikTok Shop with this website called Kalo Data, and it caught my attention because these TikTok sellers were bringing in 4K per day consistent. But that's not even what convinced me that this was a winner. It was actually these two key things. So first, the TikTok seller only recently started to do 4K per day in that prior last 30 days. But before that, they were only doing a fraction of that in sales. So the recency of the spike in sales became an opportunity for me to come in and get a piece of the pie. Now, number two was the most important. Christmas was a month and a half away, and this was the perfect Christmas gift product, which explains why their sales were ramping up in November. Now, I'm gonna show you guys how I basically cloned my biggest competitor in minutes, and I'm revealing one of my winning ads that I created for free, all entirely with AI. It's a short video, but trust me, you're gonna learn a lot, so make sure you stick around until the end. First things first, how did I find this product? My favorite way by far to find a winning product nowadays is using TikTok Shop. Finding what's working on TikTok Shop, taking it over to Shopify, and then running Facebook and Instagram ads to that product. Now, I like to use Kalo Data because it makes it a lot easier to find these products, and you have all this data in front of you, right? At the time, as you can see, it was around October, November, and sales were ramping up right before Christmas. So long story short, I found these two TikTok sellers, which were both doing nearly 4K per day in sales. Now, like I said earlier, right, the recency in the spike in sales was an opportunity for me to come in, especially with Christmas coming around the corner. So I started to study the content here because you can see all the TikToks that people made around this product, and I can see here the revenue and the views for each video. So what I did was I studied the top performing videos and I saw a common thing. Let's take a look.
In your life who's always trying to grab your phone and then they mess up everything.
Stop touching mommy's phone. If you have a kid in your life that's always trying to grab your phone, this is the perfect thing for you. Now, after studying both sellers and their videos, everybody was talking about how kids are always trying to grab mommy's phone. Kids need a device that's internet free, that's screen free, that they can play games on, learn things on, etc. At this point, I knew this product was perfect. So then I wanted to see if I had any real competitors on Shopify to then be able to clone their entire store. And then I found these guys, Little Learners. As you can see, in December, they had over 500,000 people visit their website. And then the month before that, they had over 264,000 visits. So when I saw this website and saw their traffic, it was at this point in the month of November. And then the fact that they were selling it for as high as $72, while the TikTok sellers were selling it for $45 and as little as $20, I knew that the perceived value of this product was high, so I could take it to Shopify and sell it for at least 60, 70 bucks as well. So the next step here was to create my Shopify store. But instead of me creating it from scratch, spending hours and days, I created it using AI, completely basically cloning this Shopify store into my own that looked like this. Look how amazing this landing page is with all AI images, AI copy. AI did everything on this page for me. But before I show you how exactly I created this, the first thing I did was create a brand name, and I had AI come up with the name for me. Basically just look through a bunch of names. I don't overthink it. I really just choose one that sounds good, that's related to the product. This is a kid's product, so I wanted it to be some sort of kid-friendly name. So I actually chose Zippity Kids, and that's why you can see Zippity Kids here. So the AI tool that I used is directly integrated with Shopify. It's called Crafted, but if you use the link below, you'll get to this page right here and you can actually get your first store completely built for free with the AI tool. So you don't have to pay anything except for the Shopify subscription fee. So the AI tool is actually free for your first time. So this will not only create your Shopify account, but will also build the entire store. And let me show you exactly how it's done. Super easy. It's gonna be built in under 5 minutes. So first thing we wanna do is click start building for free. Then we want to choose the niche that we're selling in. We're selling a kids product, so that's actually technically baby/kids, so we're going to choose baby. And then here, this is really important, we're going to have to create our Shopify account. So right here, going to click access Shopify. Okay, then you're going to put in your email and click next. Okay, then you're going to go back to the page you were at, and then we're going to click done. So then we actually have to make sure that we actually link the Shopify store to Crafted. So then right here, this is really important. You're going to want to copy the admin link of your Shopify store right here, and then we're gonna wanna connect it to Crafted. Just like that, click save and then click done. And then this part is the most important, because if you want your first store completely done for free with Crafted, to build it and design it and do everything with AI, then you have to actually subscribe to a Shopify plan. So the good news is that you don't have to commit to their expensive plans just yet. You start for $1 a month for the first 3 months, right? So right here, click access Shopify plans. Okay, so again, you're just paying Shopify to use their platform. This has nothing to do with Crafted or me or anything, just Shopify. So here, we're gonna put in our payment information, and then we wanna make sure to click subscribe, and then you're gonna officially be on the Shopify plan. Okay, after you do that, you're gonna see this, it's gonna ask you for your business address. You don't have to worry about that yet. We can just add that later. And then you're gonna be in your Shopify dashboard, which is gonna look like this. Now you're gonna wanna go back to the Crafted page, and then right here, we're gonna click done. And now we have to install Crafted to actually connect to our store again. So click install app, and then it's gonna take you to the app page to install. Click install, and then this is what you're gonna see. Your free store is ready to be built. Now make sure to go back to the Crafted page that you were on and click done. And then now it's gonna say you're all set. You just have to continue on the Crafted app. So that's exactly what we're gonna do right here. Click build my free store. And now you're gonna see this page. Now don't get confused. What we're gonna do here is we're gonna feed the AI with a link of the product, and it's going to use that to build the entire page just like it did here. So what we're gonna achieve here is basically cloning this brand, but actually making it even better, because we're gonna take an AliExpress link of the product, and then we're going to copy and paste it into Crafted. And Crafted has a plethora of data on what works. It studies thousands of brands that already have proven product pages that convert in every niche. So it knows what niche we're selling in. And so it's gonna use the data it has on kids products, especially kids technology products, and it's going to make a page super optimized for that. So right now, if we paste the link in and click start building, watch what happens. It starts off by researching your product, which means it's analyzing all of the details on this AliExpress page, studying what the product is, what it does, what are the benefits, what are the selling points, and more importantly, it figures out how to write copy, like on this landing page, to convince people that this product is right for them and why they need it and why they should buy it right now. So it does all that for you, right? Tired of toys that end up collecting dust after a few days? So much more than a toy phone. AI did all of this. So now we can see it went from researching the product to now designing the showcase, choosing the perfect layout. Like I said, it has a plethora of data of which layouts work for which type of products, kids products, pet products, etc. It's gonna make custom fonts and colors for your brand, and it's gonna do this all in under 5 minutes. And just like that, 5 minutes later, we click view now, and then this is the result. It created the entire store, entire landing page. This is the product page. And then it even created the home page. Check this out. Interactive learning smartphone for kids. If a random average person goes to this website, they would think that it's a legit brand. Now there's no logo. The logo is easy. I would just upload that after. But the important thing is how amazing this came out with just 5 minutes of AI building it all for you. So first of all, we have Zippity Kid smartphone here. Then we have this nice text here at the top. What I call this is the all-in-one sales pitch for those people that are lazy, that don't scroll down and look at the rest of the page. This right here can convince somebody to impulse purchase right then and there, and did a really good job at this copy. All the fun of a smartphone, none of the danger, keep kids entertained, educated, and safe. No Wi-Fi, no ads, no worries, built for ages 2 to 7. Finally, a toy that makes parents and kids happy. Now, I know that it actually took the information from the AliExpress landing page because it got the ages right as well. So you'll notice that when you read the copy and you see how advanced it got with the things it wrote, it really actually goes in and studies the landing page on AliExpress. It goes and studies the internet for this product, for anything related to what this product does, and it then comes up with copy that it sees as a good sales pitch. By the way, side note, this is really important. A lot of you guys are still using AliExpress to dropship, and frankly, you're getting scammed or you're getting a horrible experience because they not only inflate the prices compared to a drop shipping agent like Team Drop charges you, which you can see here, they charge $14 for this product, whereas AliExpress charges $30. A lot of the sellers on AliExpress are not actual suppliers, they're sellers. They're middlemen just like you. you. So that means they're jacking up prices, which makes it very difficult for you to profit. And the shipping times are actually a lie. A lot of the times they'll say that you'll have a 7-day delivery time, but it ends up arriving in 25 days. That's why I highly recommend using Team Drop. I've sold over 200,000 units with these guys. As you can see here, the kids' smartphones right here. I can easily connect this to my store, and every time I get an order, Team Drop will ship it directly to my customer for me. You can find products already on the platform, or you'll have a private WhatsApp chat with the agent to actually find you any product you need and give you the best possible quote. So lowest prices, best shipping methods, and highest profits. Make sure to sign up for Team Drop using the link in the description below. It's completely free and you'll get custom pricing with that link. Now this next and final part is the most valuable because I'm gonna show you one of my top winning ads in this account and how I actually created it entirely for free with AI. So first thing we're gonna do is a quick preview into the ad account here. You can see we spent 58K on ads, and then we made back 127K with a 2.16 ROAS. 2.16 was about a 20% net profit, so that netted me about $25,000. Now, the one specific ad I wanna highlight in this video, because I don't have enough time to go through all of them, is the one that I made completely for free using AI. And this is gonna help a lot of you beginners that don't have a high budget and don't have the resources to create these complex, expensive ads like UGC ads, etc. This is the ad right here I wanna highlight. We spent $7,600, made back 20K, and we got a 2.64 ROAS. And this was an image ad. And I made this entirely with AI. You've probably heard about Nano Banana. This was created with Google's Gemini Nano Banana. Now, the actual strategy of the image, this text right here, all of that is what's called creative strategy. Us coming up with a concept based on the research that we've done, based on looking at Kalo data and seeing what type of videos worked for these creators, what angles did they push, what problem were they saying that they're solving. So what did I highlight earlier, right? All these videos are saying, stop touching mommy's phone. Is your son or daughter always grabbing your phone and locking you out? Keep your kids away from the internet, screen free, educational games, all that. It was really focusing on keeping kids away from mommy's phone and keeping kids away from the internet. So I really wanted to hone in on that specific messaging, which is why with this ad concept, the headline hook was, is your kid locking you out? Give them Zippity instead. No internet, no danger, just fun. That's why I believe this image performed so well. It not only is a very striking aesthetic visual that looks real, it does not look like AI, but the messaging really calls out a specific relatable problem that these parents are dealing with, which is why all these creators that made these videos had millions of views with that angle. Not all of them were this angle, but I studied a lot of these videos and saw that that was the top performing angle. So I literally went with that. I didn't have to reinvent the wheel, right? Again, is your kid locking you out? Give them Zippity instead. No internet, no danger. So the way I did this is actually very, very simple. Follow along with me here. 2 platforms, Claude and Gemini. Claude is to actually be our marketing assistant and help us come up with these concepts. Gemini is to actually take that concept and bring the image to life. So first things first, I have a complete AI process that I create deep research documents about my product, the customer avatar, who my customer is, and then I train Claude on these documents. I'll link that for you below for free. All you gotta do is follow this document and then you upload the documents here to your Claude project. So since we already made Claude an entire expert on our product with all these documents, all this research, all we have to do is literally just start chatting with it because it already knows everything about our product and our audience. So for this specific image ad, because I basically took inspiration from the top performing TikTok shop videos, I basically just told it, hey, I'm noticing that these are the winning angles with these TikTok shop videos. Let's recreate it into an image. So the first thing I had it do was create me a prompt to create an image of a little girl holding the kid's smartphone around the Christmas tree, because I thought about it, you know, let's put a kid around the Christmas tree. Obviously kids love Christmas. Parents see a kid around a Christmas tree, they're gonna relate that to Christmas. Oh, kid's smartphone, Christmas gift, yada yada, right? So I just tell Claude, create me a prompt to actually feed into Nano Banana to create the image for me, and it creates the entire prompt for me. I don't have to worry about it. So then going into Gemini, we copy and paste this prompt, we give it a reference image of the actual product, the kid's smartphone, and then at the first try, it actually created this. I was surprised that the first, because usually I need a couple tries, it doesn't always get it right, but Google's Nano Banana has just been getting so good. So it created this, and then I went back to Claude and I had it make me a prompt for the actual headline text that we agreed on, which was our winning concept, which was, is your kid locking you out? Give them Zippity instead, no internet, no danger, just fun. And then it makes me a prompt for that right here. And then again, I put that in and then it makes me that final image. Now I had to play around with it a little bit for it to get the actual dimensions right. So what I did was I basically downloaded this one, the first one, and then I cropped it. And then I gave it that cropped version as a reference. And I said, okay, here's the prompt again, please add the text to it. And then it added the text to it, as you can see. Now, if you go watch that 7-day challenge video, you'll see that in the first week, we did $4,000 in sales. That was after testing a few ads. For me to actually find this winning ad and get to the point of making 127K in revenue, that was after a lot of testing. You can see here, there's a lot of ads that have been tested. So all you gotta do is go out and create free image ads. You don't have to spend money on UGC if you don't have the budget to do that. Start with image ads and just start testing. Keep testing new concepts and don't get discouraged if the first few ads that you run don't work. And that's it for today, guys. But if you've been struggling at making dropshipping work for you, I do offer a one-on-one mentorship where me and my team literally hold your hand and guide you on live calls. We've got students in our mentorship getting crazy results right now. We get on calls weekly. We help you find your winning product, build your store, and more importantly, scale your ads profitably. No pressure here, but if that's something that you feel is relevant to you, you can book a free call with the first link in the description below. And I'll link the 7-day challenge video right here if you haven't watched it yet, and I'll see you guys in the next one.